So a lot of people that go to you are dealing with depression or hardships, and you see reversals there.
Randy had a middle-aged man, 2 young children. His wife left him. His father abandoned him when he was young. Father lives in the area, doesn't want to have a relationship with him. He presents with anxiety, depression, nicotine dependence for 3 to 6 months.
So how does he find you? It was just like a lucky situation where he finds a...
Randy, I call them Godcidences.
Okay.
He was supposed to come in and see me, whether it was a suggestion from somebody or it was just by pure chance. I believe it was a Godcident. And so we talked on many levels that he is worthy. He is worthy of love, that the unconditional love that we all need is there for us through Jesus Christ, and that we gave him some breathing techniques. We empowered him. You know, nicotine is not a good thing, to help when you're depressed. It actually can worsen your depression. And so we talked about that. We talked about the 5 pillars that, when he needs to drink more water, to get on a regular exercise program, feed the brain through the gut with quality fruits and vegetables. And then that will help his sleep. But to be loving and forgiving of the things that have happened to him in his life, those wounds of the soul that I talk about.
Okay.
He suffered from all of them: guilt, grief, abandonment, and abuse. And to be able to be loving and forgiving of himself and others. It's that journey. It's hard work. He did one sertraline, which is Zoloft, an antidepressant. And so
you do prescribe medications when necessary?
Absolutely.
Okay.
There is a role for medication. I think in this patient it was a perfect role. His brain's like the battery of our car. It didn't have any more juice in it. And so the sertraline could help with those neurotransmitters, the dopamines, the serotonins, and norepinephrine, to help us feel good. And so, but that's a 6-month, a year or so period of time. But living all the pillars, eating the right foods, the exercise, helping our sleep, all that will improve his outlook on life. Now, I saw him back a month or so later in follow-up, and he wasn't much improved. So we did up his sertraline a little bit, because that was something he suggested, and it wasn't causing him any side effects.
Okay.
And so maybe even if it's a placebo effect for him, if he believes it's going to work, then I think it was worth increasing the dose. And so we'll keep following him, keep empowering him, keep showing him love and compassion, and hopefully in time he'll feel better about himself and see the world a little bit differently. And so my hope is that in a year or so, we'll be able to wean off this gentleman from his medication, and that he does have those healthy, positive experiences in his life through the meditation, through mindfulness, to yoga, that he's empowered, and that he can reconcile, hopefully with his father someday, and that will give him some peace, and with his ex-wife. And so he has 2 young children to raise. So he wants to be fully alive for his children. And so that's our hope, that's our expectation, that's our desire to help him along that journey. As we know, Randy, in life, there's lots of speed bumps. And sometimes you take a step back before you can go forward. And so we'll be there for him to encourage him on that path to healing and wellness.
Do people tell you, like, I've never had a doctor talk to me like this before?
I have. And that's, I guess, it keeps the fire going in me, because I know that not everybody likes my message. I empower people, but I do it compassionately. And I do it by example, because I have them come with me and do yoga at the gym. We do our smoothies, and down in Guatemala we did a new happy hour, Feliz Hora. It's happy hour in Spanish. We did raw honey with apple cider vinegar, with tomato juice and cerveza.
Okay.
It's a pretty good drink. And so I'm not advocating alcohol, but if you're going to have a beer or two, why not put apple cider vinegar, raw and unfiltered, raw honey, and tomato juice? I mean, people drink...
Tastes good?
It does. It has like a little sweeter taste. And I got a sweet tooth.
Okay.
And so, why not? I mean, people drink red beers all the time. And so add apple cider vinegar, raw and unfiltered apple cider vinegar, and some raw honey.
Okay.
And we should name that drink, huh?
Yes, you name it.
Have a competition and name that drink.